One Brexit-backing minister said, there could be a general election this summer. With the Remainers becoming so intransigent, the Prime Minister may need to call their bluff by going to the country. And the pressure for a general election comes as an exclusive Daily Express/Commerce State of the Nation survey reveals Theresa May has a substantial lead over Jeremy Corbyn on the issue of stewardship of the economy. Nearly half of voters, 46%, think Britain's economy would be weaker with the Labour leader in Downing Street, while 30% thought it would be stronger. 43% of adults quizzed in the survey through Mrs May was the right person for the job at the moment. May is being urged to put the Tories on general election. Alert in a bid to crush the Remainer plot, she may need to call a Brexit election to settle this once and for all. Brexit-backing minister and the Tories do not appear to have suffered any loss of popularity from the Windrush scandal that forced Amber Rudd to quit as Home Secretary earlier this week. Labour and the Tories were level at 40% each in the Commerce poll, virtually unchanged from a previous survey before the scandal erupted. Some Brexiteer ministers have raised the possibility of a general election following the growing row about Britain's future links with the EU customs union. On Wednesday, Mrs May will convene a meeting of her Brexit subcommittee to discuss whether a controversial blueprint for a customs partnership should become the government's preferred option in the negotiations with Brussels. Ministers are bitterly divided over the issue, with Brexit enthusiasts fearing the plan is an attempt to keep Britain tied into the customs union forever. One Whitehall source said, the committee is split down the middle and the decision could come down to a show of hands. Ministers pressing Mrs May to raise the threat of a general election believe a nuclear option is needed to stop Tory rebels and pro-Brussels Labour MPs colluding to force the government into a fudge on the customs union. They accept that the Prime Minister would need the backing of two-thirds of MPs to trigger an election under the Fixed-Term Parliament Act, but believe Mr Corbyn could not afford to appear to shy away from a poll challenge. She may need to call a Brexit election to settle this once and for all. We need to make life uncomfortable for Remain-backing MPs who represent constituencies that voted Leave, the Brexit-backing minister said. And Labour would be slaughtered in its northern heartlands if the party backed staying in the customs union. It would be a complete betrayal of the referendum. Other Tories were less enthusiastic about the election plan. One senior backbencher said, an election now would be stupid. It didn't work last year and wouldn't work now. Cabinet Brexiteers were furious after peers, including 19 rebel Tories, backed a rebel amendment seeking to give Parliament powers to reopen, reject an EU exit deal, and force the government to reopen talks. Reuters' Theresa May is said to be planning a robust response to overturn the Lord's vote. Mrs May was yesterday said to be planning a robust response to overturn the Lord's vote. At a cabinet meeting, ministers expressed their strong disappointment at measures passed by the Lords, which risked tying the government's hands behind its back in negotiations with Brussels, Downing Street said. Asked about the Lords vote, the Prime Minister's official spokesman said, there is a role for it to play in providing scrutiny, but the British public have voted to leave the European Union and Parliament needs to get on and deliver that. The Commerce survey showed Tory support unchanged at 40% since a previous poll by the firm published in the Sunday Express on the 13th of April. Labour support was down by 1 point to 40%, the Liberal Democrats were up 2 points to 9%. Andrew Hawkins, Commerce chairman, said that the two main parties are polling neck and neck despite Theresa May's considerable lead over Jeremy Corbyn on economic management points, either to voters being prepared to support a party that they believe will them poorer, or at election time they will instead opt for what they feel is the safer option. Getty Theresa May has a substantial lead over Jeremy Corbyn on the issue of stewardship of the economy. The danger for Labour is not just that there is a discrepancy, it is the scale of it, including among young people whose support is vital if the party is to stand a chance of winning an election. The Commerce comes ahead of tomorrow's, Thursday, town hall elections in England, although voters in the survey were asked for their general rather than local election preferences. Last night's poll of more than 2,000 voters, conducted online last weekend, also showed 47% of voters think international confidence in Britain's economy is stronger with Mrs May as Prime Minister than it would be under Mr Corbyn. Only 30% disagreed with the statement. And the poll, designed to give a snapshot of the nation's mood, also found Britons remain upbeat about the country and take pride in the royal family, and the NHS.com interviewed 2,030 GB adults online between 27 and the 29th of April 2018. Data were weighted to be representative of all gigabytes adults and bypassed vote recall and likelihood to vote. Commerce is a member of the British Polling Council and abides by its rules. Full tables at www.commerceglobal.com.